Hey, everybody, welcome to Ask Dr. Testosterone, starring Dr. George Tsouliados, brought to you by his books, Bodybuilding, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Gives you an excellent overview of all the different PEDs used in our sport, doses, cycles, side effects, all that good stuff. But then, of course, he wrote the sequel. So, you know, training, nutrition, and supplementation in bodybuilding. This is going to be compiled into a new book called The Bible pretty soon, very, very soon. And, of course, if you're on Amazon.com buying those books, you might as well get this great book, Real Bodybuilding by Ron Harris. Now all the way from Athens, Greece, please welcome Dr. George Tsouliados. Hey, doctor.
1 week left for the Arnold, right?
Yeah. Well, just as a side note, this is going to air on Tuesday, the 21st. So I will be, as you guys are watching this, I'm 52 years old today. Yeah.
Oh, congrats, Ron. You don't look like 52. You look 42, you know?
I thought you were going to say 18. No, yeah, 40. I'll take 42. I'll take 42. So, yeah, and in a few days, so this is airing on Tuesday. Thursday, I'll be in Columbus because this Saturday is the 2021 Arnold Classic. Great lineup. Who do you got for the win, doctor?
Well, I'm a fan of Steve, you know, and
Kuklo.
Yeah, Steve is improved. He's bigger than ever, you know. His conditioning is very good. I watched some pictures he posted last night. And I hope that he can take the Arnold, you know, in the qualification for the Olympia, you know.
Yeah.
Personally,
he needs to win. Yeah.
Yeah, I want an American to win the Arnold, you know, this year. And yeah, unless Steve doesn't take a special permission, it's the only way to special
invite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only way to take. So Bonac to me looks to do the repeat. I doubt it. I mean, I saw a picture. He doesn't look as good as 2020 or 2019. He didn't look that fuller, you know, that full. And Ian, of course, a big threat.
Yeah.
But I guess Ian will be tired from all these shows. You know, it's the third show in a row.
Maybe not. I mean, he beat Steve a few weeks ago in Texas. It would be.
Yeah, it was very close, though.
It was very, very close. I was watching this. Did you watch the stream, the webcast?
Yeah, he looked fuller, perhaps.
Yeah, I from the webcast, I had Steve winning, looking at the video, but then when I saw the pictures, I saw Ian was sharper. He was in better condition. So
it was better than in Tampa.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was improved.
For sure. Yeah, and we also got a few other guys. Sergio Oliva Jr. is looking really, really good.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, he's improved also. He's bigger than 2020.
I'd love Nick Walker, the young kid. A lot of people think he's going to win.
No way. He doesn't have the maturity. Come on.
Akeem Williams, big dude. Rolly Winkler.
Yeah, Akeem is a big guy. Yeah.
Hassan Mustafa. This is a really good show. I'm glad I'm going. Yeah. So okay. Well, doctor, we got some great questions, of course. And just to let you guys know, we get these questions and we compile them throughout the week, but usually by Friday we have enough questions. So, because I got a message from a gentleman that was sending a question just now this morning. I said, no, I'm sorry, that's too late. We need a little time for the doctor to look over the questions and, you know, come up with some really good answers for you guys. So with that in mind, guys, here's question number 1. Hello, Doc and Ron. For how long can we take 50 milligrams of Proviron without experiencing dislipidemia side effects? Or how can we prevent that for long-term use of Proviron?
Depends on your diet, on your cardio, and your prevention strategies, you know. So I run 50 milligrams all year round of Proviron, and I keep my HDL over 40 and my LDL below 100 and my total cholesterol below 150. By eating clean, doing regular cardio, not smoking, of course, and taking my supplements for cardiovascular issues, you know.
Yeah.
So it's an acceptable. It's not a toxic compound that can mess up your lipids in your liver like others.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful with those other parameters: the food, the supplements, and the cardio.
So how long have you been using 50 milligrams of Proviron every day? How long?
Since I started TRT, 6 years now.
Oh, okay. So 6 years on this and you're doing great. All right. Well, there's your answer, guys. Here's a good one.
But I have to tell you that when I stopped Proviron for 1 month, my HDL elevated.
Really?
Yeah. Because androgen suppress HDL. That's why women have higher HDL, because also of the estrogens. But you can still keep it at 45 by taking 50 milligrams or 25 milligrams, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to check. I'm getting my blood work done in November, so we'll see what's going on. I might have to I backed down to 25 milligrams on that just because I was concerned about the hair loss from Proviron. Because I told you, I got that little spot here. It's getting thinner and thinner. Damn it.
Did you see any improvements in mood, in sex drive, and perhaps in body composition?
Oh, yeah.
Less water, less estrogenic effect?
Yeah.
Yes, huh?
Yeah, I think Proviron.
For how long are you taking now, Proviron?
It's been about a year and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's enough time to evaluate this, yes.
I think it's been that long. It's been at least a year. I know it's at least a year, but I was doing 50 for a long time. I backed down to 25.
Oh, you're doing 50?
No, I was doing 50 for probably about a year. And I backed it down to 25 just because
you have experience, yeah.
Yeah.
So you believe it's worth of taking, yeah?
Yeah, and it was you know, to your credit, you're the one that suggested it. So
yeah, but it was worth trying, yeah?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't stop taking it. I just backed off the dose. Okay, here's a question about estrogen blockers. Which estrogen blocker is more likely safer for long-term use in small doses, like a test booster? Tamoxifen or clomifene citrate?
Clomifene works better as a test booster, but has nasty side effects to the mood, to the eyes perhaps. It also elevates HBG. Now, tamoxifen works the same way, but it's synergistic. But it's better to diminish, to lower the gynecomastia effect when it's already established.
Right.
But we don't cruise on clomifene, even at low dose. You know, it's not a good idea. Besides, you know, the SERMs, in the short term, they elevate estrogens. In the long term, then they lower estrogens. So they're tricky. They're half part estrogenic, another part is anti-estrogenic. So Nolvadex is good when you already have a gyno and the lump and a pain.
Okay.
You don't take Nolvadex before creating gynecomastia, you know? Yeah. So it's good to occupy the receptor. On the other hand, the clomifene is good after the PCT to elevate the LH, the LS, the total testosterone. But you have to mind that SHBG also elevates that suppressed free testosterone, so it's tricky.
Yeah, because don't most people take...
A good idea is to combine clomifene with Proviron.
Clomifene and Proviron, okay. Yeah, because what do most people take for anti-aromatase, like aromacin?
The mildest is anastrozole.
Anastrozole, yeah. There you go. Okay. Here's a question. I know I should know what this is, bromocriptine, but I have no idea what it is. Sorry, guys. That's why I have the doctor here. I don't know everything. Believe me, I don't know everything. Question about bromocriptine. In one book, Lyle McDonald suggested use of bromocriptine to speed up fat loss for its effect on leptin and GH. What do you think?
Well, it's a dopamine agonist.
Okay.
And it's the same as cabergoline, useful for prolactinemia. Now, we know that prolactin is accompanied by increasing appetite. Prolactin elevates after ejaculation. After ejaculation, you have increased appetite. And actually, it's been observed that by taking dopamine agonists, you feel better because dopamine is the feeling of, is the hormone of satisfaction and reward, you know? Yeah. You feel good. You have dopamine when you eat, for instance, a candy, or when you listen to the music that you like, you know? And when they give you some compliments. And, but also, it suppresses the prolactin that is linked to appetite. But don't believe that you're going to have serious appetite suppression and weight loss by taking bromocriptine or cabergoline, you know? It's just linked with appetite, perhaps because of leptin. Yes, because leptin is the satiety hormone. All right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting that you said your appetite goes up after ejaculation, because there was an old joke, like guys would always say, now make me a... You can't say this because it's...
You rush to the fridge after you come.
Well, you'd say, make me a sandwich, but of course, you know.
You light a cigarette.
you got to make your own sandwich these days. You're not supposed to ask women to make you a sandwich. So anyway, I can make a sandwich. It's not a big deal. Okay, this is from Gus Poulos. Gus, you are probably our most frequent question asker. So thank you for all the great questions, Gus. He says, I'm entering a bench press competition. 1 week before, I was thinking of taking 1 gram of testosterone, 100 milligrams a day of Anadrol, 30 milligrams a day of Halo testin. I've been on 1 gram of test the last 3 months. Can I do the Anadrol and Halo together for 1 week only without hurting my liver? in the long term?
I don't think it's beneficial to add Anadrol, you know.
Hmm.
The only way to justify it is by water retention to joints and some glycogen synthesis, you know.
Hmm.
I would add the same amount of milligrams in Dianabol, though. That works better, you know, throughout the day. You can split 10 milligrams, you know. But definitely halo and testosterone, and do not abuse so much aromatase inhibitor. So you need to have some estrogens and look bloated perhaps for the sake of the joints and for the sake of glycogen synthesis, you know.
Yeah.
Even though glycogen in bench press, okay, it's not the priority because it's under 6 seconds, so it's ATP production, you know. So definitely you need to load on creatine. Take 100 grams from Monday to Friday, and then another 5 grams maintenance, you know. And you can take pre-workout also, some creatine, you know, just before the show. But also take during the loading phase, you have to take the creatine post-workout with carbs to assimilate this for the next workout, you know, and load. But halo and test are the best androgens in order to keep strength. And
Do you ever do a bench press competition, doctor?
no, I'm not. I was never that strong.
I sucked at the bench press. I was horrible. But I bet
300 pounds.
The most I ever did with no spotter was 315 for like 10, 12 reps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but every time I tried
That's not bad, man. 3 plates.
I did 405 for a few reps, but somebody was helping me, and I don't know how much they were.
Yeah, but 3 plates for 12, 15. It's great. Excellent.
Yeah, it's
very good.
Yeah, there was like little kids in the gym doing more, but yeah, that wasn't bad. Okay, middle-aged man. I am 45 and used anabolics in the past. Currently, I have access to only 2 compounds, DECA and Proviron. Is it wise to run 4-month cycle of 500 DECA a week and 50 milligrams every day Proviron to manage mental side effects and libido?
Oh, this is too much for DECA and a long time. For half a gram, 4 months, you know, you're gonna look like a pancake.
Wow.
So it's a lot. And you need to add some testosterone, you know. It's weird that you cannot find testosterone, but you can find Proviron, man.
I'm serious. Proviron is much harder to get than testosterone. You got to talk to some people, sir. You got to find some tests. It's not that hard to get. It's not. Yeah. I mean, we talk about DECA only cycles every once in a while. And some people, they swear that they're effective, but why would you do DECA only if you could add some tests to that? I don't get it. Anyway. Peptides. Doctor, what is your opinion on peptides? There's a huge advertising campaign in the media for peptides and SARMs. Are they worth adding to TRT or light cycles?
Now, peptides are fragments, separated groups of GH, broken down in certain sequences of amino acids for different purposes, you know, and activities and abilities, let's say. Now, the best to me is if you can afford it, just use GH. You know, it's the best time. First, it's the most complete.
Thank you.
Now, the peptides boost your own GH, so it's GHRH actually, and they elevate IGF-1, but not enormously like growth hormone does. They are safer, they are cheaper, but they are less effective also.
Have you ever used peptides?
Yes, a patient of mine offered me GHRP6 and sermorelin. Yep. But I guess increased my appetite enormously. Yeah. But I guess they're just for recovery.
Oh, I mean, I heard about sermorelin a lot. That's supposed to be one that's good for gains. Did you see any gains from it?
Because it increased appetite.
Oh, well, the GHRP6, that's what people use for the appetite, right? Yeah.
They are actually ghrelin agonists. Now, ghrelin is the hunger hormone. It's the opposite of leptin, which is a satiety.
Yeah. Well, you know what the most popular appetite booster in bodybuilding is, doctor?
It's B12 and Ecopos.
No, it's cannabis, marijuana.
Yeah, through hypoglycemia. Yes.
I know so many guys that smoke so they can eat more because it gets you hungry. Unfortunately, you don't want to usually eat chicken and rice. You want to eat like pizza and donuts. That's the problem. Next question. Growth hormone. We were just talking about it. Growth hormone. 4 IUs to help with fat loss. Is that safe for continuous use?
Well, you have to check out your A1C, your tumor markers, Blood pressure because they have some fluid retention.
Mm.
And of course, do not eat junk because you hit to diabetes,
Mm. Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, 2 to 4 IU is that's what most people use for just health benefits, fat loss, things like that. You're not going to see pro bodybuilders using 4 IUs.
If it's pharma grade, the 4 IUs definitely will spike the IGF-1.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, what's a typical dose? I mean, when you talk to pro bodybuilders, what's an average dose of GH a day for a pro bodybuilder?
8 to 16.
Wow, 16. Woof. They must be getting that free.
2 doses of 8 AM.
Wow, that's a lot. Wow. I mean, you remember GH15 was a famous undercover anonymous kind of, I don't know what you'd call him, but he recommended a minimum of 15 IUs a day. And I thought that was insane. Okay, next one. Beetroot powder. Is beetroot powder good to take for nitric? I think he means for nitric oxide production. How much and when to take it? I've been taking 1 teaspoon before training. I think it does give me a good pump.
Yeah, that's good pre-workout, 1 teaspoon. Okay.
Yeah.
It's an excellent. You can eat beetroot as well.
Yeah. It's it's in a lot of supplements, I think, beetroot powder, isn't it?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can take it as a vegetable,
Yeah.
But actually it makes your urine color your urine red. It's like peeing blood,
God, that's scary.
It's pigmentation, from the plant.
Yeah, because I mean, if you actually pee blood, that's a very bad sign, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Get to the emergency room right away if that happens, guys. Next one. What dosage of a testosterone? Okay, so he said, I'm trying to word it correctly. What dosage is considered cardiologically safe for a 12-week testosterone-only cycle? So test for 12 weeks.
I guess to 50, 1 ml.
Oh, yeah. I think he wanted you to say 1,000 or something, but oh well. 250. Yeah, safe. I have people telling me I do my own TRT. I'm on 1,000 milligrams a week. I said, that is not TRT. You are blasting 1,000 milligrams a week TRT. Come on. Even I wouldn't do that. And I'm crazy. Last question. This is a good one. Hey, doctor, I'm holding water in my lower legs, edema. I'm on 600 milligrams of Test-Sip, 600 milligrams of Equipoise undeclinate, splitting into 2 shots. Is this an estrogen issue? I haven't had any side effects on this currently, besides the water in my lower legs. How can I get rid of this? That's scary.
So you have to minimize that in half both of the drugs. So 300 twice. Start running an aromatase inhibitor 3 times a week. 1 milligram of anastrozole, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yep.
And stop taking salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Could this happen from growth hormone too? Because I've heard about water retention.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. I honestly, I think that's going on with me, doctor, because my ankles are getting a little puffy. I have very skinny ankles. That's why my calves look so big, but they're not so skinny. They're getting wider.
But it depends also if you are standing for a long time. Summertime also swell the legs, vasodilation, and also all the vessels dilate,
Yeah.
If you drive for a long time, if you're standing, if you don't move. During the overseas flights, the Kevin Lebroni used to walk around all the plane. Nasser was sleeping, and then when they land to Europe, they were bloated, and Kevin was dry because he was not in stasis and the fluid, was moving,
Yeah.
His plasma, of course. So this was the secret. And actually, Kevin asked a flight attendant, how come you don't have edema when you do all these flights,
Yeah.
And she told him that the secret is to move around.
Yeah.
And this is actually a very good prognostic thing, how to avoid the clotting, and thrombus and deep venous thrombosis during airplane, because it's highly likely to occur because you stand in a seat, for so many hours.
Yeah. So I remember it was last year's Mr. Olympia, Hadi Chupan. He got here late. This time he's way ahead of schedule. We're fine. But last year he got here late, and Hani Rambat, his coach, they had to get 22 pounds of water off of him.
Yeah, but 2019 he was super dry. It was 3 weeks, in the States. It was already dry,
Yeah, this time he got here 5 weeks ahead of the show. 5 or 6. So he's going to be.
And Rami now is in Arizona.
Yeah. everybody's
Now, listen, I heard that Rami is around 340, something like that.
340. Woo, that's too big.
I don't know, 340 or 314.
If he's
Perhaps 314.
If he's 340, he's screwed. That's too heavy.
Yeah.
Way too
Now,
heavy.
if Rami goes to the size game again, it's a big mistake. He should stay under 300, the same. Now, if he comes bigger, okay, but he needs to bring the same condition. Otherwise, he's gonna lose it like Jay Cutler in 2008 with Dexter.
Yeah, I mean,
No?
nobody's unbeatable. Even Big Rami he's been beaten many times.
Rami has all the mass of the world, but don't chase the mass again. You know, you don't have to.
Right.
Your problem was the conditioning all time. And all was period. This problem. So,
Agreed. This dog's not bothering you. Anyway.
Branch.
Branch. Named after Branch Warren, guys, my dog. Branch the Buppa's on Instagram. You can follow him. He's adorable. All right, doctor. Thank you so much. Guys, if you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel, share the videos, give them a thumbs up, leave your comments below. If you have questions for the next show, leave them right there. Hit the little notification bell so you know when we have new videos. Check out the doctor's website. You can see it behind him there, gtoul.com. A lot of great information and articles in English and Greek. Follow him on Instagram at Dr. George Touliatos. He's got a lot of great workout stuff. The doc's been getting in phenomenal shape for his shoot with Per Bernal. Man, you did it. You can knock out like 1,000,000 chin-ups, man. Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm admiring your chin-ups, doc. You can knock out like 20.
No, just 40. Come on.
40?
Yeah.
40 chin-ups at once?
No chin-ups, push-ups. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna say
chin-ups. Just 12, I think, to the wide grip. No, reverse, I can do 20.
Yeah.
And close, I can do also 20.
Oh, I used to do. I haven't done them in years because this stupid.
It hurts a lot, you know.
That is, dude. Anybody that can do 12 really good wide grip chins, that's hard.
But all the way down.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, not these little moving in. It's like going all the way and squeezing the back. That's
all the way up, but if you go all the way down, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. Just be careful not to dislocate your shoulder, guys. Don't relax your shoulders at the bottom of that. It's your body weight pulling on that poor joint. Anyway, that's it. Another great show, doctor. We thank you so much. The only medical doctor I know who's willing to answer these kind of questions every week for you guys. 100% free, I might add. Yeah, you're awesome, doctor. We love you. So thanks, guys, for watching Ask Dr. Testosterone, starring Dr. George Touliatos, and we'll see you next time.